welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching this channel, my name is Confidence. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. So in this video, I'll be talking about some very important travel updates that you need to know, and also some important information coming out from the Nigerian embassy in Sweden. I want to start by saying this. I believe that it is your responsibility to get details of information that you that I share from this video, and it's also important that you get updates for yourself. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there's been some recent changes in the travel protocol to Nigeria. The last video I did on what you should know before you travel to Nigeria, as at that time, the PCR test that you needed to travel to Nigeria, was supposed to be within the window of 72 hours. But this month, the Nigerian government has updated and revised the COVID-19 protocol. And that means that since this December, actually, in the very first week of this month, December 2021, the Nigerian government now requires that if you're traveling to Nigeria, your PCR test must be valid within 48 hours. No longer 72 hours. It must be valid. So if you're traveling to Nigeria, you must make sure your PCR test is valid within 48 hours, because if you have any test that is otherwise, you will be turned back. You won't even be allowed to board the plane. So please take note of this update and this information. The PCR COVID-19 test should be valid within 48 hours of your departure to Nigeria, no longer 72 hours. And again, the test that is required, some people make this mistake. The test that is required is the PCR COVID-19 test. It's not the antibody test. It's not the rapid antigen tests. They are not acceptable. Some people go for the antibody test and the rapid antigen test. That's not acceptable. What the Nigerian government wants you to do is the COVID-19 PCR test. That's what they require from you before you are allowed to board the plane to Nigeria. Now, also, it will interest you to know that right now, because I went through, I'm going to put the link, by the way. I'll put the link again in the description box so that you see it for yourself. It's very important that you check out information that you are given, be it on this channel or any other channel at all, because things happen so fast. Things are changing, information here and there, different kinds of protocols being changed. Today you can wake up to something and tomorrow is something else. So I think it's wise for you to always update yourself. And that's why I'm going to put the link again, so that you don't blame people. Oh, this person said this in this video. Maybe when the person said that was what was happening, but then there's a change. So what I'm just trying to say is that it's not enough for you to listen to what people are saying, what I am saying. It's also important that you check out those links or those websites for yourself, because every day new things are new things are happening, and there are updates and revisions made to this protocol, to this COVID-19 protocols all over the world. And so, like I was saying, a record, as I looked at the Nigerian travel portal, they are now saying that a record of your vaccination will be is also required. on arrival in Nigeria. Before it was not so, but now they're saying it's important. If you have a record of your vaccination, you can do well to travel with it. If it's very needful for you to travel with your vaccination record. And also the PCR, the COVID-19 PCR test, you can go with it. You can have the electronic copy or you can have the hard copy. I would suggest that, again, like I said in my previous video, that you go with a hard copy. Now, I want to go further by saying this. Also, the Nigerian embassy in Sweden has revised its COVID-19 protocol. Now, the embassy, as at the 19th of December 2021, in fact, if you go to the website nigerianembassy.nu, the first page, what will just pop out, the first page is going to be this information. You can look at it. I'm going to also put the link there. It's very, very important you know this, because right now the embassy is saying that they require every visitor, everyone coming to the embassy, whether it's for visa or it's for passport, you are required to come with a COVID a COVID-19 PCR test that is not less than 48 hours. So it's still the same thing, the PCR tests all over the place. So the embassy is now saying they require that. That is now a requirement before you even be allowed to come into the embassy. So very important information. If you don't have it, you may probably be turned back. You may probably be turned back. It's as serious as that. So please, let's take this information very seriously and adhere to it, so that you won't be, thrown aback, and frustrated. So it's important that you know all of this and address it accordingly before you set out to the embassy. And the embassy also is saying this, that they have been doing this anyway, but they're now still re-emphasizing that wearing of nose mask it must be worn at all times in the premises when you visit, because sometimes some people say, I'm vaccinated, I don't need a mask. But come on, the embassy is saying that you must wear a mask. Whether you're vaccinated or not, you must wear a mask at all times as long as you're within the premises of the embassy. And also social distancing must be observed at all times according to the protocol rules. And then now I want you to pay attention to this. The embassy's new revised protocol, they are now saying that all drop-in appointments are suspended till further notice. Remember that the drop-in appointments were like, it was an avenue to address people that had urgent and emergency cases that needed, to be attended to without an appointment. So when you pay the fees, the drop-in fees, you didn't need any appointment. You could come to the embassy. So, but the embassy is saying now, it's very important that no more drop-in appointments. So don't pay for any drop-in appointments. If you weren't able to book an appointment, don't pay for any drop-in. So that means it's very, very important that you try and book an appointment. So without an appointment, don't come in, don't just drop in. It's no longer, obtainable. It's no longer obtainable. So all drop-in appointments are suspended till further notice. Now I'm going to move on. I want us to also know that payment of the NIS payment that you're supposed to make on Innovate One services, don't pay it into the embassy account, maybe due to payment decline on Innovate One. Many people are doing that, and that's a terrible mistake. Don't pay your visa fees or passport fees that you're supposed to pay into Innovate. Don't pay it into the embassy's account, because that's a big problem for you. And also, I want to please urge us, stop paying for 64 pages passport. because this passport, 64 pages passport, has not been available actually since May 2021. Because I've seen cases where people paid for this 64 pages passport booklets, which cost 137 US dollars, and they complain and they're saying that the embassy defrauded them, the embassy cheated them, that is stealing. Why do you have to pay for something that is not available, blah blah blah. So I'm telling us now, 64 pages booklet since May 2021 has not been available. So please don't pay for 64 pages. Pay for only 32, because when you pay for 64 pages, that's 137 US dollars as against $106 for 32 pages. And some people may say, but Confidence, what do you mean? They say there is passport booklet shortage, blah blah blah. It is true. It is true that there are some challenges with passport booklets. And that's why at this juncture, I want to advise. If you have any urgent need to travel, maybe if you already bought your ticket, you already have a important program that you cannot afford to miss in Nigeria, and you plan going with your passport, if you have not already renewed yours and it hasn't been issued, and you plan to renew your passport, I will advise that if you have a dual nationality, please take a visa. Yes, please take a visa so that you're not going to suffer any blowbacks. So you don't suffer any major blowbacks and regrets. Please, if you have dual nationality, take a visa. At least that's an alternative for now. Honestly, I have to be as honest as can be. Yes, there is a challenge with the booklets, and we don't know how long this is going to be. So please, if you have a dual nationality, take a visa to fix your problem. And some people may say, well, but Confidence, what about those that do not have dual nationalities? Like some people are calling me, they're telling me I need to renew my permit, my stay, my job is at stake, a lot of things at stake. I feel terrible. But unfortunately, that's the way it is for now until this is sorted out. So please, if you have any issues with any authorities, try, I don't know how to put it, but if you have any issues with any authorities, if they need any explanation from you, you can send an email or you seek an audience with the embassy authorities so that they will look into your case and see how they can help you, temporarily. So I think that's one way to go about it. If you have a very serious, very serious issue, surrounding your passport application. And I want to go further to say this. The commission charged by Innovate One Services is not the same as the admin fee. Many people are making that mistake. When you tell them the embassy says you should pay admin fee of 500 Swedish krona for your passport renewal or 1,000 Swedish krona for your visa application, and they are quick to tell me, no, I've paid, and they mistake the 20 US dollars. Maybe if they apply for visa, that's 20 US dollars. That's the commission Innovate One Service charges applicants, and then they charge 12 US dollars for passport applications. And then people are quick to tell me, no, Confidence, I paid the admin charge. And then I ask them, so how much did you pay? They say it's $20. Some people say it's $12, and I say no. I try my best to explain and also give them the account details for them to make this right payments, because without the admin fee, the Nigerian embassy in Sweden will not treat your application. It's as simple as that. And another thing I would want to say, which is important also, is please stop sending your passport and receipt without form. Some people send in their passport and the payment receipt without form. Without your form, how do we know what you're applying for or what you want from the embassy? And then sometimes some people send only the form without the passport. So if you send us the form without the passport, that's an incomplete application. And sometimes if you send only your passport and the receipt, We don't have any contact details, no way to reach you to tell you, oh no, you didn't do it right. And sometimes some complain, oh, we are not getting through the phone, blah, blah, blah. So please don't make these mistakes. Try as much as possible to make it easy for yourself. I always tell people, check the website. I took time out to make all these videos so that it will be easy for everyone that clicks and watches my video. That's the essence of this channel, to equip you, to give you the information that you need. But it breaks my heart that sometimes people don't even watch these videos and they keep asking me the same question. I'm like, but I sent you this video, did you? And I took my time to put in the description box all the requirements that are needed to make it very easy. But I've discovered that sometimes it really, really hurts that Nigerians, I'm sorry, but Nigerians find it hard to read and get information. The information is out there, but you don't make use of it. It's really heartbreaking. So in these videos I take my time to make, I try to explain situation. I try to give information, requirements that you need. And people don't even bother to check. And they're still making the same mistakes. And when they make the same mistakes, and when they're trapped, then they start calling and they start, complaining. So please, let's try to be people that, let's try to be people that love information and take information seriously. It's going to save you a lot of headache. And moving on now, I also want to say this. Please don't wait for so long and then on a short notice, you just come for your passport renewal or you want to get a visa. I understand that sometimes people have emergencies. There could be emergencies. Of course, we're all human beings. Nobody's in charge or control of the world. I know that emergencies can just pop up. But what I'm saying, if it's within your power to fix things, properly, then do things properly. Don't wait until the dying minute. You're traveling on Monday, you are coming to the embassy to get a visa on Friday. Who does that? That's not wisdom. Anything can happen. What if you come, there are no visas or whatever? So please, Nigerians, stop doing this. Please, let's prepare ahead. Don't on a short notice, you just go, oh, my resident permit. Before you apply for that resident permit that they're telling you not to bring your passport, you knew you had all this time to fix your passport and apply. Not just out of the blues, you want heaven to just fall down. No, please. That's not right. So please, I understand there could be emergencies, and sometimes the embassy helps in case of emergencies that are beyond people's control. But I'm trying to say, please, let's be more organized. Let's plan ourselves well so that you won't find yourself in this very ugly situation. It's not pleasant at all, and it doesn't make me happy. Seeing people crying, grown men, women crying over situations that could have been well managed. It doesn't really make sense to me. And then finally, I want to say this, please, for visa applications, make sure that your passport is more than 6 months validity before you apply for the visa with Nigerian Embassy in Sweden, and even before you travel. I have seen cases where, very terrible cases, where they apply for the visa while their passport was still more than 6 months, and then they travel. When they're traveling, then the validity reduces, and then maybe it's about 5 months or so, or 4 months, and then they didn't sort this out with the airline. So please, if you have such issue, I beg you to sort it out with the airline. If you got the visa, okay, you got the visa when the passport was valid for that time, and then you now have the visa, and then you feel that the validity is not, contact the airline so you don't lose your ticket, and so that you know what to do to start with. So in fact, my advice is, Don't apply for a visa if your passport is within that 6 months, because I've seen people that were turned back terribly, terribly, terribly. It was terrible. People that were turned back because of this validity issue. So please make sure that your passport is, the validity time is even longer, so that you're safe. You're in the safe zone. It's better for you. So please, I hope that this video, you've gained something from it. These important updates are very important. Please share with people, share with others, so that nobody is put in a tight corner or put in an ugly situation. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you for watching. My heart is so filled because I know so many people are not happy. People have issues they need to attend to in Nigeria, but that's just how it is this season. I just wish the best for everyone, and I hope that everything goes smoothly for everyone. If you apply for passport, you get your passport. If you apply for visa, you get your visas, so that you can go sort out, yourself, and so that you can go address whatever situation is taking you to Nigeria. So thank you so much. I didn't intend for this video to be long, but what I said is important. Everything I've said in this video is very important, and I wanted everyone to know. So thank you for watching. Thank you for those that are clicking, liking, sharing, and for those that have subscribed. Thank you so much. And if you're here to subscribe, just click the subscription button and you would not regret it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Remember to stay blessed and remain safe.